Teshuvah means to go back. The saddest thing in the world is most people have nothing to go back to. If on Wednesday I feel a little bit low, so I do Teshuvah and I go back to Shabbos. But if nothing is left of Shabbos, I have nothing to go back to. So the last 12 days of the year, what we're doing? We're going back to the 12 months which we passed through, passed over us, under us. And what we're picking out? We're picking out from every month that which remained with us, the holiness which remained with us. Remember, we learned from Reb Nachman something so deep. The world is always learning. The world is always learning that to do Teshuvah means I'm really trying my best. I'm searching and scrutinizing my heart and my soul to see all the mistakes I made, to find out every terrible thing I did. And then I think maybe it wasn't terrible enough, so I'm meditating, thinking, it was even more terrible than I thought. Remember, we're learning it 100 times. Reb Nachman says the other way around. You don't have to meditate to know what you did wrong, it's very obvious. You don't have to sit there for 4 hours. Look at yourself. Where are you? What Nachman says to do Teshuvah? To Teshuvah means, mamash, to sit there and remember how good you are. Because our problem is, we are not doing better because I think so low of myself. So I thought, listen, I'm so bad anyway. Listen to me, the Talmud says if you smell from onions, who cares? I can take another onion. If I would know I'm mamish, I have the fragrance of paradise, I'm not going to make myself dirty, right? So you remember the first Torah from Nachman is, which is this Torah from the Holy Baal Shem. Azamu l'kai ba'oidi, if some of you remember. The first thing is, a person has to sit there and find all the holiness inside. Because you have to have something to go back to, right? Teshuvah. I cannot go back to empty space. So the first thing I'm doing, I remember Gewalt. Rabbi, remember 10 years ago, one Shabbos was so holy. What a Shabbos. I go back to that Shabbos. What happens when you reach a point you think you have no friends? So you're sitting there and thinking that every person you met doesn't like you? Then you'll feel good? What you're doing is you're sitting there and thinking, it's not true. Remember once I met this one person? I met this one person? Right? So you go back to everything which you're holding on to it. So I'm just saying it to you, the light of Shabbos is that this Shabbos is so strong that in the darkest night it can go back to this Shabbos. It's just a little candle, it's not like Shabbos itself. Shabbos is the sun. But yet, what helps me the most is not Shabbos itself, but that which is left over from Shabbos. Can I tell you something else? Remember, when you're good friends with somebody, when you love somebody, it doesn't matter what you talk at the beginning or in the middle. The most important thing is, what do you say to each other when you say goodbye, right? The last moment. And the last one was always like a candle. Just a little light, right? And I want you to know something so deep, The Shabbos from Rosh Hashanah Yom Kippur is called Shabbos Teshuvah. And I'm just asking, on Shabbos you do Teshuvah, you're supposed to do Teshuvah every day, but at least the 10 days. What's so special about Shabbos? Okay, that 2 million of Torahs. But one of the things is that, what I remember suddenly on that Shabbos? Teshuvah means an answer, right? Besides doing Teshuvah, repenting also means an answer. So the thing is that Suddenly I remember what Shabbos was answering me always when I said goodbye to Shabbos. Whenever I said goodbye to Shabbos, Shabbos would answer back, please come back. Suddenly I remember such a good friend, Shabbos, Okay, then it says, After mine besusain, meine Yeshua. The truth is, everybody is so thirsty. The whole world is so thirsty. The world is hungry also, but even more thirsty. Because you can last longer without food. But Chassidus is very strong. When you're hungry, it hurts. When you're thirsty, you're desperate. Imagine your mom is dried out. You need one drop of water. And also the difference is like this. When you're very hungry, someone gives you a piece of bread, you're very happy. Takes away your hunger. When someone is thirsty, and they give you one drop of water, the mamish give you back your soul. Give you back your soul.